Because there's not really anywhere else it could be, to be quite honest. Yeah, it is. Okay, well, it's fine, man. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. You don't gotta be a jerk about it, you know? Apparently someone's moved into the open house I was thinking of renting in the West Block. Says Nona. Seems he's going to run a shop, but that old guy is just plain suspicious if you ask me. Stop eating the grass, Mace. Mace barks. Farmer loses wrench when working. Later at night, farmer finds wrench in field where grass was eaten. A grazing mace. How sweet the hound that saved a wrench for me. Good times. The night is so dark that you can see lots of stars. It's so pretty. Talk about inconvenient. It's so dark at night that I can't even go to the toilet. Dick's a scaredy cat who can't even go to the toilet on his own. So it's not really any different from normal. Poor guy. Tom, the repair guy over at the factory, is a real trustworthy person. Tom from MySpace, even. If he says it's not a malfunction, I believe him. Zacharias thinks they're trying to make him buy new model units. Heh. Fun. Do. Even just waiting like this makes me nervous. The capital somehow managed to regain its calm. This too is also thanks to the Queen's proclamation. Proclamation style. Ah, sorry, but the factory's closed for business right now. A few days ago, all orbital-driven equipment stopped working. No clue why. At this rate, though, I'm out of a job. Oh, right, of course. Don't worry, though. I think we have a little something to help with that. A little something? Let me explain. Joshua explained that by using the zero-field generator, the factory's functionality could be temporarily restored. Is that true? Is that true? Does Frank Solich really always keep his head down and know nothing about football? Well, the equipment's right here. Did you give it a shot? Yeah, if you don't mind. Okay, just a sec. On activation, the zero-field generator restored power to the factory's tools. Oh, it really worked! Alright, if you want to tune your orbits, now's the time. Now is the time. Well, that was a fun little romp. Romp style. That's all we can do. We need more water cords. God damn it. Still, those generators or whatever are incredible. Just to check, would you be willing to sell one? Even if it costs a bit high, I'd be interested. We don't really have the authority to do that, sir. After all, if my equipment was the only stuff that worked, I'd rake in the Mura. I wish we could, but I'm sorry, they're needed for an important mission. Besides, even if you were able to open your factory, the citizens can't use their orbments, so there wouldn't be much point, you see. There is that problem, but... Well, bring that when you come by. If you do, you'll be able to use the factory like normal. Uh-huh. Ida style, even. Yeah, there's no tower in this region, so we don't need to worry about that. Seems like everyone finally understands that all orbits everywhere aren't working. You know, except in Erebonia and Calvard. Seems like everyone finally... Shut up. Seems like the announcement from Queen Alicia had some effect. Not quite Greg's announcement, but it'll have to do for now. Anyway, all we can do is put up with it while we do what we can. Also, now that we have the fishing card, I believe we can access a shop here. Hmm? My word, that's a master fishing card, no doubt about it. Oh, this thing I got from Lloyd. The Master Fisher card, which only those who can fish up a famed guardian can claim. And proof you're a comrade of us. Is it? It kind of makes me happy, and also kind of not. Also, Master Fishers can purchase as much bait as they need here. Oh. Really? That's nice. That is nice, isn't it? It certainly is. It's a real perk, don't you know? Should you need bait, just come speak to me. Bait style. So you can buy any of the baits. We can certainly stand to buy some shrimplets, that's for sure, man. And buy some more roe. And some more red flies. That's all we really need, though. Our society's members are pretty used to outdoor activities. Seems like they're not as bothered as other people when it comes to roughing it. Lloyd's even lighting fires, rubbing sticks together. Woo! Talk about old school. Kicking it old school. It's what we're doing. Ah, I never knew the sun could be so bright and warm. You heard incorrectly. Nights are so dark and cold, it makes me all the more anxious. All the younger people are pretty shocked, it seems. Huh, never been a day in their lives when they didn't have orbits. Of course, the fisherman's group is proving to be pretty tough. How you doing? Ho! Don't call me a ho, sir. Estelle, everyone, and Joshua. Welcome back. I'm glad you've returned safely. Hello, Elnan. I'm sorry if I worried you. No, hardly. I'm just glad to see you well. I hope you'll continue to be a valuable member of the guild. Sorry to cut in, Elnan, but how are things here in Grancel? Yes, well, the city's in chaos thanks to the sudden shutdown of all orbital devices. The local factory is snowed under in repair requests as I understand it. However, Queen Alicia has made a proclamation. She has declared that the government is devoting every resource to investigating and reversing the shutdown phenomenon, and that citizens should try to continue their daily lives as best they can. Seems to have quelled the worst of the panic for now. But Queen Alicia's on top of it as always. Yes, but the giant flying thing above Valeria Lake, the citizens are putting two and two together and saying it's the cause of the orbital problems. I see. That's not very surprising. He sure did. It's purple, you know. The number of people staring at it in the harbor grows hourly. Beyond that, the only other major change is that the gate to Grancel Castle won't open, courtesy of the orbital suspension. Oh boy. You can't get in or out of the castle. That kind of sucks. Okay, things are calmer here than I thought they'd be, honestly. Yes, if the situation drags on, however, I don't think things will remain so placid. We need to restore communications across the country so that we can organize a solution as soon as possible. And so we need to restore the phones in each city. Meaning our mission is pretty critical. Let's get back to it then. All that's left is Roland. Yeah, let's hurry. Let's attack aggressively. It's not an overstatement to say that the future of Liberl may rest on your shoulders. Good luck, all of you. Please restore communication between the branches as soon as possible. I shall. Report! Herb Scenic Route Monster. 8,000 Mira 5 BP. Hot Spring Restoration. 10,000 Mira 8 BP. Good times. Ask style. You heard correctly. Grancel Sewers Monster. Pressure Guild 9,500 Mira, difficulty medium. A dangerous monster, evil stream has been sighted in the Grancel Sewers. Use the east block entrance. Executes powerful arts. May possess blood-sucking attacks. Herb Scenic Route Monster, which we already did. Dangerous monster, Big Cactus has been sighted on the Herb Scenic Route. Specializes in needle attacks. Can increase monster stats. Fun. Fun style. Ba 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 ba. Nobody's up here. Do 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 do. Out of the way, sir. Out of ammo, sir. Don't see any tourists around at all anymore. I mean, not much you can do about it, but it's pretty sad. Indeed. Heard Stephen Hasty likes Monster. That's what I heard. As long as I have that man, I'm scared of nothing. We didn't used to have Orbmen, so we can live just fine. Spiral Rod! Same stuff. No matter what, I have to keep my wife safe. You do that, sir. Ba-ba-ba, Dove style. Dove, doob, dive, doob, baby. I wonder why the stove isn't working. It's hard to cook without a stove. Cooking, even. Youch! Daytime's not so bad. At least it's warm and I can see what I'm doing. Cooking at night, however, now that's a real pain. I just hope I don't set myself on fire. Ah, this sucks. Not being able to use Orbits is such a hassle. I trust that Her Majesty will be able to fix everything soon, however. Maybe. Or perhaps not. It's Jane. I just don't feel like it right now. Jane's addiction, even. You can see the flying island thingy from the harbor from that, I hear. From what I hear. What say we go see for ourselves? Sunnybell Inn. The surface of the meat is roasted perfectly and smells wonderful. Direct heat cooking's different than normal, but kinda nice. Seems like it's hard to control the fire, though. Greedy was having a rough time of it at first. Phew, it took a bit, but I think I'm getting used to this cooking with fire thing. If the people from the fishermen's group hadn't taught me, I'd probably be closed for business at this point. Heard Stephen Hasty's closed for business. True story. The ceiling fans don't work. Now that's a tragedy. Especially in this heat. Why, even when I was young, lad, we didn't even have orbments. There's not a darn thing inconvenient about living without them, I say. If anything, it brings me back to my youth. Good times. Bringing it back to your youth doesn't stop all this from being inconvenient. No matter how trying the circumstances, I've never lost the strength to endure. So long as we stay strong and endure, Her Majesty will surely pull through for us. Cool. You tell him, Eileen. Eileen? He most certainly has not. Colonel Cassius and Colonel Sid are in the Royal Army. Just thinking of it calms me. The Royal Army is still maintaining heightened security. I'll do my best in case the worst happens. In international society, liberal superiority is maintained by our orbital technology. The Non-Aggression Pact is a sign of that. If the situation continues, even the Queen won't be able to... To youths nowadays, orbits not working is a source of terrible anxiety, it seems. That's a shame. Of course, it sure does make it hard to boil water. Guess I've gotten complacent too. Ho ho ho! Don't call me a hoe. Do not ever call me a hoe, ma'am. I will destroy you. You understand? Nights sure are long when you can't use orbits. I'm so anxious I can't sleep. It's so depressing to see the sunset. The moon that never sets, even. More like, seriously, give me a break. Don't you think this lifestyle is so tragic? That thing that appeared at the lake is super suspicious. I mean, doesn't it look suspicious? Heard Stephen Hasty looks suspicious. The Grancel Castle kitchen is making our ice cream. The Queen said she wanted to make sure everyone could try it. I was shocked to hear the Queen had eaten my ice cream. Doo-doo-doo. Liberal is a country that developed as much of it thanks to orbits, yes? If orbits remain unusable like this, things will surely become more than just inconvenient. I thought the orbital shutdown problem was just in the capital, but it seems like it's affecting other regions too. If orbits remain unusable forever, what's going to happen to this country? What are we going to do? The rooms are so dark and cold. It's really scary, but doing my best to be brave, just like Mama said. Don't tell anyone, but I was so relieved when I saw Mama's face, I cried. What a baby. The Lind is still stuck in Roland. I was so worried about my child that I came back to the capital. I heard The Legend of Dragoon is Stephen Hasty's favorite game of all time. That's what I heard. Ba-ba-bum. Welcome! The History Museum is open for free to all. At the behest of the Queen, who hopes our service will help the citizens relax in some way. I came here thinking it might be at least a chance to clear my head. I hope everything goes back to normal soon. Good luck with that. Something strange has happened to the towers in each region that we were researching. The top of the towers were engulfed in some strange blackness, and then went back to normal after a while. I wonder what that was. Actually, the orbital shutdown started when all the tower's abnormalities had stopped. Stopped. There's no particular damage to the History Museum. Even so, it doesn't change that it makes daily life hard. That event has made it very clear just how heavily we were relying on orbital energy. Made of a deep energy. Bows all around. I bet we could use this without orbals. Apparently the Queen mandated that attendance is free for this place. Seem to have cheered my children up. Children, even. Heard Stephen Hasty wants to have children one day. Even without orbments, you can still look at ancient relics and imagine the past. Archaeology should be something doable even in the greatest trials. Woo! This is a true man's romance. I'm not gonna get down on something like this. Heard Stephen Hasty want to have a bunch of little Stephen Hasties floating around. Wow, so they used stuff like this in the past, huh? If orbital energy never returns, I guess we'll go back to the era when we use these. Bum bum bum. Ha! What a curious design. Curious style. It's the Bobcat. The Bobcat. The Boobcat, even. Currently, as all orbital energy is suspended, none of our aircrafts are able to fly. We will gladly offer refunds here for any tickets. We are sincerely sorry. Digital tickets, even. But it's hard. Ah, it's all over. The tour plans I put everything into is worth nothing now. No one's going to be traveling in these circumstances, huh? Only by foot. For a while, this place was packed with people. Thanks to the Queen, they seem to have calmed down. Just a bit ago, I heard something similar happened in Zeiss. I think it's this nerve-wracking being unable to use orbments. We can get a new issue of the newspaper. It's like the only place that has it, it seems. You definitely heard incorrectly on that one. Good lord. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Issue 10. The Kingdom Under Fire. Info on the abnormalities occurring across the country. A message from the editor-in-chief. And the editor who let it come out is garbage. As you are no doubt aware, all orbits are experiencing an abnormal loss of power. This phenomenon appears to be nationwide, and is having a severe effect on both manufacturing and transport. Even our magazine has had significant difficulty reaching print. While this phenomenon is hindering our ability to distribute nationally, we will try to release in the capital at least. Yeah, so that's why the newspaper is only here. Additionally, information is difficult to confirm in these circumstances. We apologize for any inaccuracies. Breaking news, the Kingdom Under Fire. Monster swarm urban centers. According to the Royal Army, yesterday morning, unknown monsters began swarming around all major cities, save the capital. Army's units engaged the fierce beasts, but thankfully things quieted by evening and no major damage was reported. Crimson soldiers attacked guard posts. At roughly the same time as the monsters appeared, reports came in of Crimson soldiers attacking guard posts across the nation. Defense forces, prepared and alert for combat, engaged the invaders. As far as we have been able to confirm, no guard posts have fallen. We also have unconfirmed reports of the Crimson soldiers departing via airship. Just who are these red invaders? I don't know. From their equipment to their armor and abilities, it is clear that the Crimson soldiers are a highly organized and well-funded force. Their intelligence is a mystery. Their allegiance is a mystery. I don't know where I got intelligence from. What the beep? Their allegiance is a mystery. but the most viable theory suggests they are Jaegers, a foreign mercenary group. The reports of airships at their disposal, however, raises questions of more powerful backers, given the limited production of such vessels. The Bracer Guild is currently investigating. Breaking news, mysterious object appears in sky. Early dawn yesterday, an enormous flying object appeared over Valeria Lake in a flash of gold. The moment it appeared across the nation, orbital power seemed to cease immediately. While the two incidents are believed to be connected, at the moment, that link remains pure conjecture. Definitely heard incorrectly about that one. Breaking news, ordnance remain inoperative. With this orbital shutdown phenomenon continuing, the government has called for citizens to prepare replacements. Lamp and candles are recommended for light, while wood stoves and solid fuel for heat can work as well. The abnormality is not mechanical in nature, so repair is not possible. The situation may drag on, so citizens should prepare accordingly. Breaking news, activity at the ancient ruins? While defense forces were engaged in skirmishes all across the country, the ancient ruins known as the Tetrasilic Towers were witnessed as having their roofs engulfed in what was described as a black sphere. The towers had previously shown signs of activity following the birthday celebration, when they emitted a mysterious light. Researchers are taking notice, and the towers are under observation. At the moment, we are reconsidering all flights. We ask for your understanding. It's Tiffy time! I thought the chief engineer would be freaking out more, to be honest. Seems like being in this desperate situation's actually calmed him down. If only he was always this confident. But seems like the Cecilia and the Lind are grounded over in Bose and Roland. Well, nothing for it then. Gotta wait and keep the landing port in shape until things change. The more things change, the more they frickin' stay the same. What? Do-do-do-do-do. Traffic control tower. Alright. So now we want to go into the sewers from the east entrance for the other monster extermination. You guys are... please, pass through. Oh, Olivier's not with us, but can we pass anyway? Yes, there's no problem. Given the situation, the ambassador would like as much information as he can get, it seems. I've been informed that if you bracers came by, you were to let us through. Oh, okay, well then. We can go in! We don't really need to, but we can. Stephen Hasty style. What if my father and mother in the Empire are safe, says Camilla. Olivier left the other day. I wonder if he's alright. Not being able to communicate with your own country in a situation like this is terrifying, I'll admit. What up? What up? How you doing? I wonder what the last communique from the Empire meant. He was yelling something like, "What do you mean don't move?" Okay. I wonder what that object floating above the lake is. Is this phenomenon occurring in the Empire as well? Be nice to know something. Knowing nothing at all is so nerve-wracking. Heard Stephen Hasty likes Seattle Steven. That's what I heard. Ba-da-da. You know that golden floating object? I've never seen or heard of anything like that before in my entire life. It's damn creepy, that much is for sure. Oh, sure. You can read the Carnelia series. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Barkley! There was a strange order from Erebonia before the orbital shutdown occurred, from what I've been told. Just as the ambassador tried to inquire about it, communication suddenly dropped. That sucks. What on earth could it mean? Hello, Ambassador Cranog. Oh, you lot. Good timing. What do you know about the current situation? Any details you could provide would be of great assistance. Well, this is certainly out of the blue. Out of the blue. Far from it. Orbment's malfunctioning on such a mass scale is utterly unheard of. I won't be able to keep regular contacts with Erebonia at this rate. I can't even get any work done. It's unacceptable. Nope, not particularly. I see. Pardon me, sir. Have you inquired with Grancel Castle yet? It's possible that Queen Alicia might be able to help you. Of course, I did that some time ago. Several times, in fact. I've yet to receive a response of any kind from Her Majesty. I think it's safe to assume that the palace is in just an unfortunate state, given the circumstances. Oh. If I could just restore communications, I could handle the rest. You can't give him a ZFG, right? Of course not. We barely have enough as it is. He just has to deal with it for now. He sure does. You damn right. Wah! Ba-ba-ba-bum. Hey, nobody's in the little area thing. So we'll go ahead and take care of this monster extermination while we're over here. You have some business in the sewers? You're welcome to go in, but be careful. Better be careful. At least the lights down here still work. So we gotta find this monster. I don't remember where it is, but we'll find it. 100 Heroes style. Oh, you little pecker.
Savor the victory. We earned it.
Juicy boners. Bum ba ba bum ba 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 bum ba. Ba 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 ba. Not in here. Must be deeper. You gotta love Nanami. By law. If you don't love Nanami, then you just need to get out of here. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Fun fact, I read that Francesca is the most popular character in 100 Heroes. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Oh, I did not mean to do that at all, but oh well. We'll just murder you. Here. Oh. Botto! Hiya.
We're good to go.
We are so good to go. Clear gelatin 3. Bum, 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 bum. Where you at, monster? You're the only reason we're down here, getting all dirty and such. Like a pool expert. We must find you! Not down there. Da, 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 da. There it is. It was at the dead end. Imagine that. Evil Stream. 7497 HP. Wind does nothing. Strong against water. A monster made of waste and weeds. Absorbs life and wields powerful arts. I don't know about all that, but... you never know, dude.
Prepare to hit your doom. Come on, everyone.
Come on, everyone!
Scary.
Come on, everyone! Stephen Hasty, even. Thunder God Kick. Like how that gave me enough CP to refill. That's fun. Ba-ba-bum. Ow. Zero damage, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, fail at life, even. Heard Stephen Hasty fails at life. That's what I heard.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Joshua, level 80. That's the highest level so far. Death. 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 Exterminated monster. Alright. Death. Deeds and deeds and deeds. Is that a quartz? I don't even know. Oh right, there's that time gem we want to put. Yeah, it is a quartz. Death. Kill enemy with 20% success. I'm elemental. Why can't we put this on? Oh, because he's got ruby gem. Okay, I see. I see, I see, I see, I see, I see. We can put death on you for this. And then switch action for with... We still can't put that on! What do you mean? Is it because death is on? I'm confused. Oh, it's okay. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Shut the up, sir. We gotta level up that slot, though. Fine, be that way. You little bastard. Touch. Okay, let's get out of here, man. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Let's get out of here because talk about wrong way Tanner. Nobody likes wrong way Tanner, man. Come on, dude. East Block Jones would go to Stephen Hasty. Professor Russell and Zeiss might know something. With orbits unusable, even our gorgeous capital is pitch black at night. Seems like the Queen is looking into the situation, but I wonder if she'll really find a way to make them work again. Maybe. You never know, dude. Can't go into the arena. Nights sure are long when you can't use orbits. I'm so anxious I can't see. So depressing to see the sunset. Depressing. Oh, Zin, please go on through. Many thanks. Given the situation, I bet it's rough over at the embassy, huh? It sure is. Yeah, Ambassador Cochrane's been running around all over the place trying to get a grasp on the situation. I was told she'd like to hear the story direct from you Bracer, so I'm to let you through. Huh. Alright. Alrighty then. Bum, bum. Since orbital lighting doesn't work, we're getting our light with lamps. Lamps are inconvenient and need care when handling, but there's something really heartwarming about them. It may take a bit, it may be a bit inappropriate to be thinking about that right now, though, says Sandy Fort, Delaware. Even Ambassador Cochrane seems quite tired. Her efforts to gather information have taken quite the toll on her sleep, apparently. That's too bad. We didn't have orbits when I was young, so I'm not really fussed that they're out now. Fussed. I understand why one would worry, since orbits are so common nowadays, but perhaps now is exactly when I can be of aid to the Ambassador. Perhaps. Perhaps not. You never know, man. My husband is currently off at Grancel Castle, says Ricarda. He apparently wants to inquire directly if there's any way to contact our home country. I bet he'll just end up waiting pointlessly without an appointment, though. As always, he is missing the point, pretty much. Sounds about right. Given all that communication from Liberal is cut off, I imagine the Republic is in quite a tizzy. Eventually, someone will send an investigation team to represent them. We need to gather as much information as we can before then, but... well, that's one way to look at it. Nobody's in here. What? How you doing? Hello, Ambassador Cochrane. Estelle, good timing. I will put this to you directly. Do you have any information about the situation? Given that the Royal Army seems to be acting quite calmly and confidently, I assume the situation was predicted. She's sharp. Sharp like cheddar cheese. It seems I've let myself get a bit flustered by it all. I can guess Liberl. Fudge cakes? I can guess Liberl has its own circumstances. Even if you knew anything, you probably couldn't tell me everything. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Thinking about if our positions were reversed, I really can't complain like John. Ambassador Cochran. Let me just ask one thing, then. Are we okay to just wait like this? What? He's asking if she can leave the situation to the Bracer Guild. To us, in other words, I think. Yes, of course. Right now the Bracer Guild and the Royal Army are putting their full force into investigating this. I'm sure we'll resolve this phenomenon and get things back to normal. Please do. Shall. I shall. Alrighty then. It's Ricky and Anton, of course. A broken heart bathed in the golden glow of dusk. The remnants of the dreams of the strong. Okay. Apparently Anton's heart was shattered once again in Roland. Seems like he intends to be a dramatist or something now. I heard Stephen Hasty likes drama. True story. If we're not going to get anything to sell coming to us, we'll have to get our stock to sell ourselves. Sell anything you can at all. After all, our customers surely want products. Even if there's things we can't do anything about, we'll do the heck out of what we can do. There you go. Forget about pots and plates, we need to secure food. Where's my food? This is getting serious. Double serious. Our manager's pretty reliable, right? I can see why she says, if I were on a glacier, I could even sell ice. Bum bum bum. He could probably sell a packet of ketchup to a woman in white gloves, as they say. You know what I mean? Excusez-moi. Lately, we haven't been getting our fish from Ruin, but from the Fisherman's Guild, apparently. I thought they were purely a hobbyist group, but with Orbanstead, it seems they're really stepping up. Stepping up, stepping up. My sister, who was heading to Bose, is apparently in Roland. Thank goodness. She's safe. I wasn't worried or anything. Sure. Going to challenge her head-on and win. The position of T-Sales staff, after all. Hey, don't. Welcome. Thanks to all the Orbital energy going kaput, the latest edition of the Liberal News is only sold in the capital. Even so, the reporters and editors are incredible for managing to get an issue out at all. I gotta do my part and sell like crazy. Yeah, we already got it. Hate to break it to you, man. Alright. To the North Block! Everyone's acting like the Queen can just snap her fingers and make things all better. They still don't even know why Orbital energy stopped, right? This sucks. I'm stressing out big time. I heard Stephen Hasty likes to stress out. You can see that weird thing in the sky pretty well from the harbor. I bet you could see it even better from the castle. Look at the castle, even. Which we apparently can't go into. So... Nobody's here. Except for these two dorks. Oh, you all are Please pass. Princess Claudia should be in the castle, but she's very busy, I believe, so you may not be able to meet her. Oh, we can actually go in. But imagine that. Captain Shores is not currently in the castle. He's aboard the Arce. While the captain is away, we will keep this place safe. The other day, Princess Claudia came back with a strange look on her face. I think that's just her face, you know? Some people's faces are just like that. It's time for today's Mafia grammar lesson. Oh, it looks like that Mafia show got an award for Best Drama Show. Drama? I thought that was a reality show. Translation. They gave them a statue they couldn't refuse. She has been speaking much to the Queen of late. Cool. It's Duke Dunan hanging out! Ever since Orbman stopped, nights are dark and cold, and it's hard to cook. Just think if Reen couldn't randomly cook. Every day is just unbearable. How does the throne intend to respond to the situation? Ah, if you will allow me... The orbital shutdown phenomenon is currently being investigated primarily under the jurisdiction of the Royal Army. We have no other details on the situation at the moment. That's absurd. Now calm yourself. Certainly there is much we do not know. This is exactly why it is the intent of Queen Alicia to support the citizens as much as possible. For example, the East Block's History Museum has been open to the public for free. Wow, Duke Dunan being competent. That's a new thing. Furthermore, with the Queen's promise of support, dining establishments are staying open as long as possible. By doing so, we hope the citizenry will reclaim their calm. Also, in case of emergency, we have plans to use the Grand Arena as an evacuation site. Whoa, is this real life? The Duke seems like he's actually saying really reasonable things. I know, is it like the martial arts competition where he's being forced to say it? No, unlike that greeting, this isn't a situation where all he has to do is say something arranged in advance. He's clearly speaking his own words based on his own will and thoughts. Well, that's a new thing. I suppose something acted as a trigger to start changing the Duke. It's probably Stephen Hasty. I am Walter, a senator with the Republic's Parliament. Is it not reasonable to expect a more decisive answer? When exactly will I be able to contact my home country? As I said, we are currently investigating the cause of the orbital shutdown. As Queen Alicia is currently otherwise occupied, I'm afraid you will not be able to meet with her right this moment. As soon as we know anything, we will contact the embassy immediately. Good times. Bum, 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 bum. Ever since Orbman stopped working, a lot of citizens have been petitioning for aid. If the Duke wasn't here, we'd have a hard time getting to all of them. Still, though, the economic damage, in just the capital alone from the after effects of the orbital shutdown, will be terrible. I guess it's better than pictures of storm damage. Knowing the throne is doing its best to respond to the situation is a relief. We gotta do our best, too. I see. Seems the Queen's got a lot to think about, too. It's Butler Philip. My, wife, it isn't young Joshua and Miss Estelle. Philip, it's been quite some time. Ever since the birthday celebrations, I believe, but I'm glad to see you're well. Yes, thank you. I came to pay my respects to the Kung Pao that celebrated a birthday. While you were away, Miss Estelle has been most good to His Majesty. Estelle has? Oh, I didn't do anything that big. You are... If you wish to meet with Her Highness or Claudia, you likely won't be able to for a while. If you want to know the details, you should ask Hilda. I'm sorry, but I've been busy all morning dealing with petitioners, so... Good times. Because we still gotta go to Roland, fun fact. Even for the Royal Guard, to be unable to use our guns drops our ability to fight to almost nothing. If the Empire attacked at a time like this, or God forbid the frogs... Oh wait, I guess the Empire wouldn't be able to use their guns either. Not if they came here. Woo! Is it true that there was a dragon in Bose? The enemy's airships, fighting a dragon, that sounds like one for the history books. History book style. The door is tightly closed. Warming or boiling water is easy enough, even with just plain old fire. Fireball! It's not quite so easy to control fire conjured from an orbment. It's true that you can cook up a certain unique zest using coal fires and fireplaces. The problem, however, is that it takes much longer to produce such fine flavors, and I'm short on time as it is. I suspect any complex meals will be out of my reach for some time. That's a shame. The signing ceremony after-party went over as well as it ever could. All parties were more than delighted to partake in Mr. Gervais's food. Gervais style. Ricky Gervais, even. Bum, 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 bum. I wonder what the Queen and Miss Claudia are talking about. Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. Never thought I'd see the day where the Duke would behave so well. The world works in mysterious ways. The world is a vampire. Ah, Joshua! Hi, Shea. It's been a while. Oh good, you're back safe. Shea, what is it? You're as beautiful as ever. Huh? It's nothing. Uh-huh. Ah, no peeking! No touching! I heard Stephen Hasty likes to peek. Little fun fact for you. Duke Dunan is almost like a new man. Lately, he's even gone so far as to hear petitions from the citizenry in the audience room. That is what he's doing now. So good on him. Nobody in here. Bum bum. I need to finish all my work before the sun sets. With orbments no longer working, everything gets pitch black with the setting of the sun. Setting of the sun, doo-doo. Uh-oh. Didn't mean to go in there. Whew! It's Hilda, Estelle, and Joshua. It's been a while, Hilda. Yes, welcome back. Hilda, is Chloe around? Miss Claudia is in the audience room ahead. However, she is currently speaking about important matters with the Queen. So I'm afraid I must ask you to refrain from entering. Ah, really? Yes, I'm afraid I can't say when they will be done. I'm very sorry. I know you went out of your way to visit too, but... No, don't worry about it. I just came to see her since I was in the capital. I don't want to get in the way, so I'll take my leave. Pardon us. And we need to go to Roland first. You know what I'm talking about? Chase HQ style, even. Nobody in here. Lady Claudia will be residing at the castle for some time, and I'm happier for it. Her mere presence alone does plenty to brighten the halls of this castle. Castle style, even. This is a castle, but it's not Roy's one. Her Majesty the Queen and Princess Claudia are currently not in their rooms. I just saw them leave. Beyond this point are Queen Alicia's quarters. There's not really any reason to go in here, but we're coming in anyway. Because can. That's why. Because frickin' can. That's what's going on, dude. Oh, you can look at the thing in the sky, I guess. Okay. Sure. Sure, why not? Right. Look. Oh, okay. Didn't realize that's where I was, so okay. But I think that this is a good point to go use the facility. I'll be back.